Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Will back with another video. Hitting you guys on a Sunday. Why not? Because we don't take no days off. We're always working, right? First off, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. We hit 200 members in the community today. Fucking awesome. In the first 2 months. Let's fucking go, right? I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the talking in the chat that's going on. It's great with all the questions and everything and all the engagement. And any feedback if you have any, of course, hit me. I'm an open book, all right? But today I'm going to drop some sauce for you guys. So we're going to talk about retirement. It's one of my strong subjects in my investing experience, I guess you can say. Because how I think about it is there's two ways to get rich. Either young, you get lucky or you work your ass off, maybe generational wealth or something like that. Or you have a second option, which is retirement. If you do not have a retirement account set up and you're at the age of 18, 19, 20, or even older, you definitely need to set one up. The first thing I'm going to recommend to you is a Roth IRA. The reason being is it's pre-taxed. When you're 59 and a half, you can actually take the money out, the whole thing as sum, or you could take it monthly payments, whichever one you want. But you won't have to pay any taxes on it because it's pre-tax, so you pay taxes before it goes in. So that means at 59 and a half, you don't have to pay taxes on any of this. So just a little bit about Roth IRAs. You can choose which broker you want to have it through. Me personally, I can't. This is one of my Roth IRAs. I have multiple. But this one and the other ones, I get to choose which funds I want to go in, etc. and stuff like that. Personally, if you don't want to get into, if you don't want to get into it and you kind of just want to let somebody else do it, Robinhood offers like a, they'll ask you a couple questions when you sign up for it. Where do you want, do you want risky, blah, blah, blah. If you're young, anything under 25, even under 30, pick risky. If you're in your 50s, pick moderate. If you're older, go with the safest option possible. Because it's more about timing in the market. It's more about time in the market versus timing the market. So a couple things about Roth IRAs that you should know. So every year they usually change the contribution limits. So you could only put a certain amount of money into a Roth IRA. Same thing as a 401k. There's still a limit. I think the 401k is like 20-something thousand yearly, which is a lot of money. But the Roth IRA this year is $7,000. So you can max out your Roth IRA, $7,000. As you can see here, I've contributed $2,200 and max $4,700 until max. Usually in each of my accounts, I'll have about $5,000 contributed every year. It's just my personal preference because some Roth IRAs I'm diversified more, some I'm not. It's just how I kind of operate. But if you just have one Roth IRA, you want to max that shit out. Okay, $7,000, get it over with, and I'm gonna show you why. Okay, so let's dig in a little bit deeper here. Oh, also keep in mind, if you make over $161,000 a year on like a W-2, you will not be able to open a Roth IRA. Just so you know. On the other hand, right? Wink, wink. If you get married and do a prenup, the contribution filing jointly is $240,000. So you do a couple, get your prenup, and then after you get it, you want to exit the position. If you know what I mean, you want to close that position. You want to close that stock and get out of there. And you will keep your Roth IRA, if you did not know. That's a little trick for you guys, just so you know. Also, some benefits about the Roth IRA. One of the benefits is when you go to purchase your first house, first-time home buyers, you can take your principal out. So for example, let's say you have $10,000 in your Roth IRA that you put in yourself. You put in $10,000, but your Roth IRA is worth $40,000 because of all the ETFs going up. You can only take out $10,000. You can't take out anything that's accumulated interest or accumulated growth. So you can only take out your principal, which is what you've actually invested in. So let's say you have that $10,000. Now you go put it down on a house. Now what you can do is, I'm pretty sure it's optional, but you can pay back that $10,000 with interest. Think of it, it's not a bad thing. This is a very good thing. Think about it like this, right? You go to a bank, you get a credit card, and you're paying interest on that credit card. This is the same thing. Pretend you're the bank, right? And this is your interest, and you're paying your own interest. So you're paying yourself interest plus your principal. So $10,000 plus the interest rate you're paying to yourself. So it's very good for you. It's a good way to get back into the market fast and compound it quickly. We talked about income limits. We talked about contribution limits. 59.5 is when you can take this money out. You can choose to take it out at 70. It doesn't really matter. We're kind of going to go into a rule here. This is a rule that everybody should know. Let me just go grab an image off Google so you can see. It's called the Rule of 72. Now what this does is it calculates your money based on your interest rate, okay? Let me just use this one here, it's easier. So, right, let's say you open a Roth IRA, right, and you're getting 3%, which is beyond terrible. Let's say you're getting 3% on $10,000. It's going to take you 24 years to double your money into $20,000. Inflation beats this. Okay, so and this is almost like investing in bonds, pretty similar. This 3 to 6%. This is investing in bonds. So on a 6%, it takes you every 12 years to double your money, as you can see, 12, 24, 36, 48. Now, this is where we want to be. We want to be at this 12% because it takes every 6 years to double your money. So this is why I say it's important to max out your Roth IRA for 2 years, right? Let's say you max it out for 2 years and you have $14K in, right? And you're 20 years old, so 18 to 20. So 18 to 20, you start at 18. 20, you open your Roth IRA and it's maxed out. It's $14K now because you do $7K every 2 years. That means your $14K is going to double every 6 years. Okay, so these are just some rough... This is $10K, so I'm not going to do the numbers on $14K, but let's just say you do $10K, right? At 26, you'll have $20,000. 32, 40,000, you know, and so on, so on. This is probably around 66, maybe. You'll have 2.5 million on a 12% interest rate. So your Roth IRA should be getting 12%, if not more. I can point you in the right direction of which ETFs and which divergence I like the most, which sectors I like better than others. But yeah, that's the Rule of 72. So it's very important you get to that $10,000 mark quick. And it's also, you have to think about it like this, too. This is just $10,000. This doesn't include you still investing. So if you still invested, you know, on top of the $10,000 into the Roth IRA, this doesn't include that. This is just $10,000 you threw into a Roth IRA, and this is doubling on a 12% rate every 6 years. On average, the S&P has returned more than 12%, around 11 to 12%, but maybe a little bit more, especially this year. But this is on average, so this is very good. This is how you can become wealthy when you retire. You know, and if you're a little bit older, if you're in your 30s or 40s, you know, you'll have to play some catch-up, but it's okay because you can still double your money every 6 years. You know, you'll have to probably max out your Roth IRA, $7,000 every single year until you're ready to retire. But there's definitely more ways you can go around that. Also, keep in mind, if you have a 401k open, you can ask some 401k companies, depending who you're with, actually have a Roth section for the 401k. So in your 401k, there can be a Roth section where it's pre-tax, and it's the same rules as a Roth IRA, but it's just under the 401k section. So definitely ask about that. The way I think about it is that, okay, how, down the road, are taxes going to be higher or are they going to be lower? It's kind of a common sense question. Taxes are going to be higher, so why do you want to pay more money? Because let's say you have $2.56 million ready to retire and it's a 401k, and you have to pay taxes on that. How much are taxes going to be in 48 years? Everything's going to increase slowly. Everything's going to increase slowly. So I think about it like, okay, we'll bite the bullet, we'll take the tax out now, and then when we're ready to retire, it's fucking tax-free. You're done. You don't have to worry about it. You could take the $2.56 million as a lump sum, okay? Which means the whole thing. So that's the Roth IRA. You can choose. Okay, so now let's talk about the brokers that offer this. So Robinhood, for example, offers it. Charles Schwab, Fidelity, all these big, wealth management companies, they offer the Roth IRA. When you start going into like Charles Schwab and Fidelity, they actually handle it for you. Me personally, these guys just have their SIEs and their Series 7s and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, it's good qualifications, but to be quite honest, I probably know more than them. Okay? That's just my opinion. I personally know how to manage my money better, and I know where, I've been doing this for 8 years, so I kind of know. And all these old heads like these they like these healthcare sections, they like these weird sectors that kind of make no sense, like real estate and stuff. But yeah. So $7,000, that's how you max it out. Robinhood offers a 3%, with gold. I think the gold is $9 I think it's $10 every month. I have Robinhood Gold for, not for just this contribution, but for other reasons. But so I get 3% with the gold. So they're actually matching 3% of what I put in. This is good, okay? This is money you don't have to throw in. This is just extra money. Why not do it, right? Another thing I want to talk about. Please stay away from this. Please stay away from this, okay? Stay away from this option trading in the IRAs. Don't fucking do it, okay? Your IRA is a retirement account. If you want to fucking do options, do it just in equity in your regular account. Don't do it in your IRA. It's just something I do not recommend. You're just giving your money back to the market, okay? Yeah, so that's basically it for Roth IRA. If you have any questions about anything, you could shoot me a DM, leave a comment on the video. But this is what I got for you guys. Just to show you my year, we've gained 15%. I started this account, let me see, back in 2023, January 16th, with 4,600 in it. And so far we've grown 17% since 2023. So what are we on track for? Yeah, we're smoking this 12%, okay? We know what we're doing here, alright? The next video I'm going to be putting out, I'm going to put this video out today too, following past this video. It's actually going to be going over the top 20 most popular ETFs on Robinhood. So I'm actually going to break them all down for you, and you're going to learn about each and every single ETF. If you don't know what an ETF is, an ETF is basically a form, right? So it's basically like, okay, so for example, Vanguard, right? They've invested their capital into other companies and split it up and diversify. And whatever grows, it grows with this. That's kind of how it works in very simple terms. So picture Vanguard at the top, and then picture fucking, I don't know, 100, 200 companies underneath Vanguard. Vanguard is invested into each and every individual one of these companies. If one of the companies goes bankrupt, it's okay. It's not going to tank it, unless it's a big part of their portfolio. Like if something is, 10, 15% of their portfolio, then it could be a problem. But other than that, you really don't have anything to worry about. But that's what an ETF is, and I'll go over it in the next video, which I'll have posted a little later today. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about other retirement accounts, I will make a video on them, and I could go over each and every one of them for you. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. And yet again, I appreciate having 200 members in the community. It's great. We want to take this fucking community and surpass everybody. We want to fucking smoke the top dogs. We want to be the top community, and we're gonna get there. We need your guys' help. That's one thing, and we appreciate all the feedback that you guys give us. It's great, and it helps us push the company in the right direction. That is it for you guys. I hope you guys have a great Sunday, and take it easy.